Hi, good day. Today I'm going to share a topic with you, which is work readiness among final year students in a higher education in Malaysia. Introduction. The challenge in finding a job today is one that needs to be faced by students who are about to graduate. So, with their large numbers and increasing numbers from year to year, the demand for jobs is also increasing, and at the same time, the job offers are getting fewer, causing prospective university graduates to have to compete for a place in the job offer. So the work readiness for graduates must be high in order to attract prospective employers to recruit them. Organizations also compete with each other globally to obtain capable, adaptable, and multi-skilled staff. This indicates that work readiness is very important to study because undergraduate students, especially those who will start employment for the first time in their life, is very important. Most institutions of higher learning have provided various facilities in the learning of students in various fields, but very little in looking at their readiness to enter the world of work rather than looking at just academic achievement alone. Thus, the study of work readiness is very important. However, it is still very few studies about work readiness, especially in the Malaysian context. So this indicates that there is a need to study work readiness for students in the higher learning. Methods. The instrument used was work readiness inventory. It has 6 factors: responsibility, flexibility, skills, communication, self-will, and health and safety. The higher the level of the concern for each factor means that students also have a higher work readiness. There were 6 items for each readiness factors, and with a 5-point Likert scale. 1 is not concerned, 2 little concerned, 3 is somewhat concerned, 4 is concerned, and 5 is very concerned. So there were 71 respondents altogether, and the results. Table 1 shows the result. Later I will show the table 1. Responsibility were rated by 44% of the students. Meaning that 44% of the students rated responsibility very concerned and concerned. 10% somewhat concerned. So from here, we know that the level of concern and very concerned are high in this factor, so indicating that students' work readiness is at a high level for this factor. While flexibility, only 11% of students rated very concerned, but for concern level, 69% of the students rated concern. Means flexibility factor is also very high work readiness. Yeah. And as for skills, almost half of the students rated very concerned for this skill, 51%, and concern 37%. So meaning that students show very concern for skill factor because very concern are high and concern also high. Yeah. And for communication, results show that 32% of the students rated very concerned, 55% rated concern. Okay, this result also reported that the level of student concern for this skill is also very high. Okay, as for self-will, only 1% of the student rated very concerned. Yeah, but 35% of the student rated concern. Somewhat concerned was rated by 54% of the student. You see, somewhat concerned, meaning that the finding indicated that the level of student concern for this skill was moderate. See, somewhat concerned, 54, moderate only. Okay. As for health and safety, very concerned, 45%, concerned 39%, means that this skill also indicated that majority of the students have high level of concern for health and safety factor. Okay, and this table 1, we can see the overall results. Okay, so the conclusion, the findings show that most of the students have high work readiness. The result only show that self-will has moderate readiness. And comparison of work readiness level between genders. Based on table 2, we can see that there is no significant difference in the responsibility factor. See, P value is more than 0.05. Flexibility also more than 0.05, so no significant difference. And skills also more than 0.05, also no significant difference. Communication also no significant difference. Okay, whereas self-will has significant difference. Okay, and health and safety also no significant difference. Okay, table 2, we can see the overall result. Okay, the conclusion. Only self-will factor had significant difference between genders in this study. Discussion. All the factors show high level of work readiness except self-will is moderate only. This indicated that self-esteem of students still has some rooms to improve. This is important because high self-esteem means they have higher confidence if they were to take up a job. So, high self-will will help them, to able to cope, to adapt, and demonstrate achievement in the world of work. Again, self-will factor has significant difference between genders. Gender does not have a significant difference in most factor, probably because popularity of education in Malaysia. Both genders are encouraged to study well, even go to the university level. In fact, we can see that in the university, there are more females than males. Yeah. So the main conclusion is that university needs to design program to help students so that they have positive self-will in order to increase their self-confidence. Yeah. So that they can contribute as a main task force for the country. They need to be productive and proactive in contributing energy and expertise in various fields to the country, as they are the backbone of the nation. Thank you.